Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's cheesy casserole recipes. If you know me, you know I love potato cheese and I love to use it in a casserole, especially when I'm repurposing some leftovers. Like there's always something delicious you can make with potato cheese and pretty much any starch. So for today's 3 casseroles, one recipe is going to be a maximum weight loss 50-50, half starch, half veg. The second casserole is going to be my favorite starch solution casserole, just pure starch, basically. And then the third recipe is going to have a little bit of fake vegan cheese just on the topping. So I saved this option for when I'm cooking something and I want to impress the meat eaters, the people who aren't vegan, vegetarian, or whole food plant-based, oil-free. I always say it's best to do baby steps with the people who are still eating meat and dairy. If you try to get them oil-free right away, it's like, so you start them out with a little vegan cheese, especially if it's one of the good brands. So I don't buy fake vegan cheese hardly ever, but I saw this on clearance. I think it was regular $7 and on clearance for $3.50. And I've tried Miyoko's mozzarella before. I did like some eggplant parmesan and just some caprese salad, and that was pretty good. So I trust this brand. Can you see what it says? Phenomenally vegan. And I would agree, especially compared to some of the other weird vegan cheese brands. That's why it's so much better to just figure out a good potato cheese or a nut cheese recipe that you like. Because while these ingredients are pretty good, there are still some things that I'm like, what is that? I am going to make 3 big casseroles, so we have some food for the weekend, but I'm also going to use my baby bread loaves and make 3 sample sizes to try for breakfast. Starting with my 50-50 casserole. This is the only one I really need to measure to try to get half starch, half veg. Riced cauliflower is always a really good filler to fatten up any sort of casserole or starch dish. 12-ounce bag of riced cauliflower. I'm gonna go grab my broccoli that I steamed on the stove. That was about 1 broccoli crown steamed. You could do frozen broccoli. I am just a broccoli snob, and I was looking at the frozen broccoli in the store and it was just as much as the fresh broccoli. I'm like, why wouldn't I get the fresh stuff? So I'm gonna say this is about 4 cups of non-starchy vegetables. Maybe it's a tiny bit less because of the air and space amongst there. So I'll probably do just under 4 cups of starch. I like to do 2 different style hash browns. We got shreds and cubes. I was worried I wasn't gonna have enough hash browns, but now I'm a little bit worried we're not gonna be 50-50. I think that looks like a full 4 cups of just the frozen stuff, and I haven't mixed in the potato cheese yet. It's okay. I'm not going to be a perfectionist about it. This is approximately 50-50. Is this the best strategy for measuring out 50-50? I don't know. Maybe I should measure the potato cheese separate, the hash brown separate, and the broccoli cauli separate. I don't know. After I mixed in an entire 4-cup Pyrex of potato cheese, it still ends up just about 8 cups. Obviously there was some air in there and the potato cheese has just now thickened it up, but if you wanted it to be more 50-50, you could be a little bit more nitpicky about your measurements. I'm trying to let go of perfectionism, so we're gonna call this good. I hope this pan is big enough. Uh-oh. Get in there. Gonna set these aside for now, get my next batch mixed up. My second casserole is my starch solution recipe. So I don't care about the ratio of my corn to rice to potato cheese, as long as it looks good and it tastes good. And I am telling you, corn is such a good starch to add to either your mac and cheese or this cheesy rice casserole. I'm gonna do the whole can of corn. My rice is still warm. I just cooked that this morning. This is another 4-cup Pyrex, so I'll do like 2 cups of this. And this is white jasmine rice. And then I'll just see how much potato cheese I need to get this into the casserole consistency that I like. Probably at least half of it, for sure. Okay, I think that's looking a little bit soupy. And since I did use that whole can of corn, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the rest of this rice. So this is 1 can of corn, 4 cups rice, and just about half that potato cheese. I would like it cheesier. I'm gonna add at least probably half of this, if not the whole thing. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'd say I used about 3 of the 4 cups of potato cheese in here. And this looks delicious to me. Let's get this in a pan. Here's the cheesy corn rice casserole, which reminds me of the Mexican street corn casserole I've made before. You could definitely spice this up and make it a little more fun. Last casserole to mix up is probably always going to be my favorite, mac and cheese and peas. I measured out 2 dry cups of the cavatappi pasta, and I don't feel like it really cooked all that much because it's so bouncy. It looks like it made about 4 cups, I guess. That's usually the math I can depend on. Whatever the dry pasta is, it usually doubles in size when you cook it. Again, I'm not trying to measure perfect ratios or portions in this recipe, just whatever looks good and tasty for my mac and cheese. And of course, I prefer frozen peas, but peas in a can tend to be about half the price. I'm gonna do the whole can of peas. Let's make this cheesier. Oops. Hope that's okay. I think this looks really good. I mean, it's heavy on the peas, but we love peas in this household. So I'm happy with this ratio. Let's get this in a pan. Here's the mac and cheese and peas. I could have made a little more macaroni. It is very heavy on the peas. Now I'm going to put my 3 baby bread loaf pans into my Ninja, and I'm gonna start with 15 minutes on 350, see how they look, and hopefully after 15 minutes they'll be ready to add their toppings, and then it will be time to taste test. I quit buying breadcrumbs when I realized how cost-effective it is to make your own. I can buy this bread on clearance, 99 cents. Is this even accidentally oil-free? I don't see any extra added oil in this. Score! These are also the perfect size slices for my seitan sandwiches. When I make my seitan loaf and slice it up, and you just need a little snack. So I just crisped up a few slices in the Ninja. They could even be a little bit crispier. All I do is give these a couple pulses in my Ninja, add in a little garlic powder, maybe another spice if I'm feeling fancy, but usually just garlic powder is delicious. Oh, some nooch. I usually do some nooch too. All right, let's grind this up. breadcrumbs. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of garlic powder. Maybe that's a lot. We like it garlicky, like garlic bread. And a tablespoon of nooch. I'm just gonna shake this up to blend it up. I could go spin it around on the Ninja a couple more times. Ooh, casseroles are ready for their topping. Perfect timing. One more quick note that I have also used oat flour mixed with the garlic powder and the nooch and done that as a whole food plant-based topping when I didn't have any breadcrumbs. All right, let's go get the little casseroles. I see somebody bubbling. The mac and cheese is bubbling. All right, I think these guys are definitely ready for topping. All right, since these guys are so hot, I'm gonna bring the topping over here. And look, I filled this one up too full. That's my 50-50 broccoli cauli casserole. The rice one is bubbling up too. Okay, maybe I can make a little bit of a less of a mess with a spoon. So this one, this is one of the best breadcrumb toppings I've ever made. I love it when that happens when I'm filming. That looks really good. Carefully. Shake bottle and pour lightly. And the finishing touch, here we go. Now I'm going to pick the broil option. And I think 5 minutes. Actually, maybe only 4 minutes because these are pretty little pans. We'll check it out. I'm like, something smells like it's burning. Apparently you can't broil a breadcrumb topping. Lesson learned. But the Miyoko's is looking really good. It's just got a second, 2 seconds. Here's the Miyoko's after a 4-minute broil. Nice and brown and bubbly like it's supposed to be. I have had my Ninja for years and I never used the broil function until my sister and I tried out that Miyoko's a couple weeks ago, because I just did the bake function on top of a casserole like this and it didn't get brown and bubbly, and I'm like, it has a broil function, let's try that, and it worked so good. But I've never tried a breadcrumb on a broil, so I'm assuming because it's such a high temperature, it works with like the fatty oilness that gives it that brown bubbly. So I am going to put this maximum weight loss casserole in the Ninja on the bake function, and I usually do 350, 20 minutes, sometimes 30. It depends. You can see the different thicknesses I have. This one is thick. This one is not so thick. So I'm going to start with my thickest one. It actually smells good, like garlic bread. Slightly burnt garlic bread. Wish I would have caught it like a minute sooner. Close up of that melted Miyoko's. Imagine that on pizza. Personally, even if I do like a vegan cheese, like I like this one, I still don't like a lot of it. If it's too much or too thick, let's try a sample. Oh my gosh. I guess I'll try this one that looks a little less burnt. smells so good. Oop, I am making a mess. I considered trying to do like half breadcrumb, half the Miyoko, so we could like compare and contrast. But after that burn session, I think I'm gonna do all of the breadcrumb topping on my cheesy corny rice casserole. I like that. That's what I'm calling it from now on. Cheesy corny rice. Oh yeah, it's like perfect amount. That looks so delicious. All right, I think we're ready to sample. I think we need some sriracha. All right, without sriracha first, get some broccoli and some potatoes and some topping. It doesn't taste burnt, it just tastes like garlic bread-y. Let me try another one, just to be sure. I think it's great. Add some sriracha. And with sriracha, 9.5 out of 10. I would do a little bit more broccoli so I could taste a little bit more broccoli. But that's because I'm broccoli obsessed. All right, now for the fake cheese. Oh, that's a big bite. Mac and cheese and peas and Miyokos. That bite had a little bit too much of the fake cheese. Like I said, I can do without. I'm so happy with just my potato cheese. But I know this is the type of stuff that when you're transitioning and trying to eat less meat and dairy really helps out. All right, one more bite without sriracha. I prefer the garlic bread topping, honestly. Let's try with some sriracha. That was a lot of sriracha. I need another noodle. Okay, big bite. Honestly, I feel like the mac and cheese would be better with the garlic bread topping. But that's just me and my whole food plant-based taste buds. It's good, but it's just not my favorite anymore. I like this garlic bread taste over here. All right, it wouldn't be fair to not try the cheesy rice and corn. And since I'm not scared of the burnt bread anymore, I was worried it was gonna taste like burnt toast. All right, cheesy rice and corn. That one is the tiniest bit dry. I probably could have did a little bit more potato cheese, or I think a dab of sriracha will fix it. Sriracha makes everything better. With the sriracha, 10 out of 10. I love the cheese and rice combination together, and I do it a lot with broccoli, but that corn, I love the texture that gives it as well. Vegan Master Chef is alive and well today. Honestly, now I'm debating if I just want to do another garlic bread topping for this. It's the best, in my opinion, and I'm the cook. But I do have some other people to feed this weekend, so maybe. And I finished my recipe just in time for the sun to come out. It's been very cloudy all morning. Now it's feeling more like spring. So thanks for stopping by my channel to check out this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, be lazy and be well. Turn on the lights. Hey, how's it? Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Cheesy casserole recipe. I'm gonna have a little I don't even want to. I don't like that. Let me show you this. I don't like that either. This is so much rambling. let's adjust this so it looks better and do that again. Let's start a new clip. Second casserole, the starch, oops. Second casserole, oh, I can see broccoli on here. A little broccoli never hurt anyone, right? My second oh my gosh, Nancy just walked behind my video. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Oh, that's going in the bloopers. Go ahead and cross. I feel like this would also be super good making, one more time. Here's the cheese. Oh, mother effer. So again, I need another pan. Oh, why am I still recording? Now I'm going to top my in the Ninja for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to add my toppings and give them another, do I want to do 20? I'm going to start at 15 minutes and then I'm going to check in. Oh, next, okay. Now, to make my topping, damn it. All the time. Dude, don't be stupid. Apparently you can't boil a bread. Oh my gosh. My sriracha just farted. Someone's meowing. All right. Same review. I guess so now I have my maximum weight loss casserole, my starch solution boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. Boom, chicka rocka. McDougal, chicka boom.